Hi there, and welcome to my solar panel update for November 2022. So I've prepped the data already so we can have a look at it together. If you haven't watched my previous videos, my husband and I had solar panel fitted to the house in April 2022. And I've been doing solar panel updates since July. So if you want a bit more details about our setup, head over to my videos and find the July one. I'll tell you a bit more about how many solar panels we got, and I'll show you a bit the setup so you can see what it looks like from outside. And it actually looks okay. And then every month I do an update on how much electricity we generated, because I really struggled to find information like that when we were thinking about getting solar panels, and I thought it would be useful for other people living in our area. So we live in the West Midlands in England, and the winters are really gloom. So let's have a look together. So I think we're going to start with this data because I think it's a good place to start. So that's a monthly data. So you'll see we have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and then November highlighted in yellow. And just to give you like a quick solar panel generation info, in May and June, we generated more than 500 kilowatt hour of electricity in the whole month, in each month. In November, we generated 141 kilowatt hour. So it's less than a third. So it's quite sad, but it is what it is. I mean, on the upside, October we generated twice as much as November. So I think it's probably November, December, January will probably be the worst months. I don't know yet because we haven't had a full cycle yet because we only had the solar panels fitted in April. But yeah, November wasn't amazing. We generated 141 kilowatt. We exported 85 kilowatt. And we used 233 from the grid, so it's quite a lot. So if we look at the data in a bit more detail, and if we look at how much we generated, so how much our solar panels generated, we have some okay days. So like 12.4 kilowatt hour was really good on the 4th of November. 8.6 on the 9th wasn't too bad. 7 on the 12th, 7 on the 16th, 7th on the 18th, 19th. It's not too bad. Like, we're a family of 4 in a 3-bedroom house. Everybody has a phone or a tablet, or a phone or a computer or something like that. You know, we use a bit of electricity. We try not to leave the TV on all day. So we use between 8 and 12 kilowatt hour a day. It depends what we're doing. It depends if we use the oven. So 8 kilowatt hour, 8.8 is not too bad really. 9.8 is pretty good. 6.9 is all right. And then we have the really, really bad days. So 2.3, 2.7 to 1.6, 2 kilowatt, 1.8, 1.6. That's the worst day of all time, I think, since we had the solar panel. 0.4 kilowatt hour. You know that was a really, really, really dark day in Birmingham. 1.5, 3, 2.4, and 0.7. So that is really poor. In terms of how much we exported to the grid, so in November we exported 85.1 kilowatt hour. Which means we only use about 60 kilowatt hours. So we still used less than we exported, which I suppose is a good thing, but no, it's not, because we don't have a battery. So we ordered a battery back in June, and it was supposed to be delivered in July, then it was postponed to August, then it was postponed to October, then it was postponed to December, and in December we found out it was postponed to January. I am really hoping it's coming in January, because I'm wasting a lot of money here. 85 kilowatt. I'm getting paid 15p per kilowatt hour. So, and the electricity is about 32p per kilowatt hour, I think. So we're wasting half the amount of money, or we're losing half the amount of money. So anyway, so we used from the grid 233, and the total consumption was about 290 for the month of November. So I'm going to show you our bill. So it speaks to you a little bit more, I think. My bills are a bit weird because it's from the 18th or 19th to the 18th of the month, not from the first to the last day of the month. So it's always a bit tricky. So instead of showing you my actual bills, which I have, but instead of showing you that, I'm gonna tell you based on the data I pulled from the Octopus website. I'm gonna tell you how much we would be billed if it were billed from the first to the last day. So in November, from the 1st to the 30th, we use 233 kilowatt hour. Which means it's 49.12p per kilowatt hour, but there is a 13p per kilowatt hour energy price guarantee, and then there's a 5% VAT. So at the very end of all of that, it would have been it was £92.83 for the month of November. If we had not had solar panels, we would have used 290 kilowatt from the grid, and our bill would have been £112 for the month. So we effectively saved £19.22, which I give you, it's not very much considering how much solar panels cost. So just to give you a rough idea, our solar panels were about £5,000, and we have 12 solar panels. But we did also export 85 kilowatt hour in the month of November, which means that we will get a credit of £12.75. So in total, we saved about £31. It's not huge. It's not as much as the previous months. I did give a number in the previous video that was incorrect, so I apologize for that. I had a glitch in my formula. From the 19th of April to now, we saved £443. So if we can make it up to about £600 in April, which I'm pretty confident we will, unless it just rains constantly for the next 3 months, I don't think it will. If we save £600 a year, it means that we will get our money back in maybe 8 years. Obviously, the electricity is due to come up, so the more the electricity goes up, the more you save. It's a big word, saving is not the right word, but you get your money back faster, basically. I don't wish the electricity goes up for that reason, but just to give you, to understand how the balancing out of things from what you spend for solar panels versus what you get back. Anyway, so yeah, so November, it's gloom. It's the saddest month of all the months, but it is what it is. And once we go through December to January, and in February the days will get longer, so I remain quite positive. So I hope that by my next update, which will be at some point in January, because with Christmas in a way it probably will be a bit delayed, that I will have a date for the battery, and that in February I can actually tell you how much we'll save. So stay tuned. That video coming in the new year. And if you are considering changing electricity provider, we are with Octopus. I've not referred to them in the video very much, but we're with them and we're quite happy with them. The reporting is actually really good. That's what enables me to do all of this data presenting for you. I have a referral code which I will put in the description box. It is an affiliate link, but it won't cost you anything, and if anything it will save you some money, so check it out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more about solar panel data, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi. Hi. What are you doing?